Now, when a bike manufacturer brings out their latest machine, it's generally lighter, more powerful, smoother and generally a better all-round package. It's out with the old and in with the new, you might say. But the question is, does the real Harley-Davidson rider want that from his new bike? And blue. When it comes to Harley-Davidson riders, these guys are the real thing. Now, we've all met up today at the Harley showroom in London, and we've got our mitts on the Harley-Davidson Fatboy and the new V-Rod. And boy, are we going to make these bikes work?
True right we are.
First up, the Fatboy. It's big, it's bad, it's a lazy boy with wheels, with its gigantic 1450cc motor and almost as much torque as a combine or a Vista. It's got more shiny bits than Puff Daddy's jewellery box, and if you ask most people to draw a Harley, they'd probably come up with this one. This Harley-Davidson Fatboy, it's had quite a few facelifts over the years. You used to get on and you'd be rattled and shaken, your bones would rattle and your fillings in your teeth would be knocking about. But since they put the rubber engine mount onto the Fatboy, it's much more of a smoother ride, which is really nice. Now, the gear change is a little bit clunky, and unless you've got real massive size 10 plates of meat, my little size 6s, well, I'm struggling to change gear a bit. Check this baby out, this Lamborghini. Do you think he fancies a race? It's not just motorbike posers that come up and down the King's Road. You get the four-wheeled versions too. I think I'll just overtake the Lamborghini. At 13.5 grand, it's not as expensive as a Lambo. Oh, Lamborghini's always in the way. Oh, but it still ain't cheap to cut yourself this slice of American pie.
Well, the Fatboy, what can I say? It's a Harley. It's just basically just a big old torquey motor. You open that throttle up, doesn't matter what gear you're in, it just goes, it just pulls.
In the Harley-Davidson world, if you ride a Fatboy, do you get, maximum respect? Is that like the daddy of the Harleys, would you say?
No, not really. You do get respect for whatever you ride.
As long as it's a Harley.
The big question is the new V-Rod really a Harley at heart? A brushed alley frame, a fuel-injected liquid-cooled engine and contemporary styling make it a new move for Harley. But have they swerved in the right direction? I couldn't wait to find out. And this, if you've not guessed already, is the V-Rod! I think the V-Rod looks the dog's nuts. It really does. All that chrome. It is a real showstopper. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's really interesting to ride these bikes back to back. The V-Rod has got an 1100 liquid-cooled engine, whereas the Fatboy's got a 1450 air-cooled. So the Fatboy is the old school, this is the new millennium. I can feel already that the V-Rod develops the power higher up the rev range. The weight feels lower down as well, it feels easy to handle. It's so smooth when you get it going. They should have called this V-Rod the Harley-Davidson Smoothness. It's interesting, I think, why Harley-Davidson developed this bike. What are their bikes going to look like in 20 years' time? I mean, the V-Rod is a very radical looking bike for Harley-Davidson. A lot of the real true Harley riders don't like it.
It's an incredible piece of machinery, but it's just not my personal taste. I'm an old push rod man. The sound, the feel, everything else like that.
Now then, Blue, what about yourself? Who do you think Harley have made that bike for?
I think it's for the young whizzy boys.
Your city boys, stroke accountant type
that's
figures?
the type. Not a Harley in my book. It's too much like a rice grinder.
The Fatboy might be the Harley of choice for the old school, but if you're more Moby than Motorhead and you can afford the 14.5 grand price tag, then the V-Rod could be the bike for you. Come on, mind out, I'm on a Harley, don't you know?